Guys, amazing. Thank you so much, Solomon, for doing that. Thank you so much for putting on that recording. We will really need it. So I'm going to just give him the floor so he can fire away. I'm right here waiting. I'm so excited because we're going to be absorbing knowledge that is going to transform into dollars for every single one of us. So I'm going to give you the floor. Ismael, the mentor, please have the floor, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight. And it's always like that with me because, when you are with something that you're sure of, something that's really helpful, something that makes you proud, then you should be happy when you meet people because you always have a story to tell. Yeah. So I'm Ismael Abdulmodiu, popularly called the Mentor Ismael. So tonight I'll be taking you on a beautiful product called the Killshot and Trendwave Scanner. How to use this tool to help yourself in making good profit for yourself every day. And if there's enough time, maybe I can add a bonus or something else. It's still a strategy within the strategy, okay? Hopefully, I will communicate effectively and I hope you understand everything I say. But if you don't, also, there will be time for question and answer, which, of course, I believe everybody will ask me these questions, okay? So I'm going to start right away by sharing my screen and then I'll show you. So I'll need to share my screen. So you need to make me a co-host or something. Okay, all right, good. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to know if you all can hear me, can you put one in the chat box, please? If you can hear me, let me know. Put a one in the chat box. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat box. Can hear me clearly. Let me see a one in the chat box. Okay, I have two people. Does it mean only two people can hear me, right? Do we have to do something? I don't know. Okay, if you cannot hear me, can you put a two? If you can, then one in the chat box. Okay, not loud enough. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Let me see my mic here. How about now? How about now? All right. Better. Okay, thank you. All right. So let me go straight to my login. So of course, this is the Jifu scanner. When you log in, you come to the scanner area. So it shows you all the scanners. As you can see them, we have the golden era, the Trendwave scanner, the smart scanner, the smart monies, Killshot, and Sniper Pro. But tonight we'll be talking about these two, which is the Trendwave scanner and the Killshot. Now, why are we using these two? It's a combined strategy. Trendwave on its own is a scanner that gives you precision when it comes to entries and exits. Remember, the aim of Jifu is to make everything so easy and convenient. I mean, such that a novice can trade like a pro, right? So now that we have that, well, when it comes to trading, we always like to have double confirmation, to make us have more profitability, isn't it? So that's why we add the Q shots to like confirming the idea on Trendwave. Now, how do we use this? First of all, let me introduce you to the Trendwave. So this is Trendwave, as you can see. And looking at the name called Trendwave is actually a type of scanner that is basically operating on the trend, which is the direction of the market. So whether the direction of the market is up or down, meaning the market is on its way up or on the way down, the Trendwave now make up a setup that will fit in the direction. Okay, and when it comes to forex trading, it's all about the direction. It doesn't matter whether it's low or high. It doesn't matter whether it's going up or going down. What matters is you knowing the direction it's going. And that's why the Trendwave also help you in bringing out this. So as you can see here, right now as I speak with you, this is BTC USDT. right? On 1 hour. Well, it's always good when you, so this strategy, there are rules, of course. I'm going to be telling you about that. So the first thing is I'll go to 5 minutes because remember, as an intraday trader or a scalper, you know, these are the time frames you want to look at for. Now, you permit me, of course, as much as I can, I will make sure that I don't use words that are complicated because the truth is, the essence of this channel is to make things easy for anyone who doesn't even have to know about Forex, but still can make money from the market. So as you can see here, we have the Trendwave scanner showing us this, telling us to buy BTC. Okay? It's telling us to buy BTC. Now, and when you look at these parameters, everything is being given already. The entry point, the invalidation point. Now, the invalidation point is talking about stop loss. Okay? And the exit you see here from 1 to 5 is talking about take profits, which means the point you come into the market, the point with which you secure your money in case it's not going your way, and the points where you take profit at different levels. Okay? Now, what you want to know, first of all, is, okay, should I take this trade? Should I not? And that is where the other scanner comes in. Now, if you understand what I've just explained about this one, as simple as it looks, as it is, please put a 1 in the chat box again. If you understand what I just explained, put a 1 in the chat box. Yeah. If you understand what I've just explained about this scanner, put a 1 in the chat box. Thank you. Now, if you don't, put a 2 in the chat box because I need to give a chance to those who don't. If you do, a 1. If you don't, put a 2 in the chat box. We are 11 on this call. Please, I need to hear from everyone. I mean, yeah, we are here for you. So please put a 1 in the chat box if you understand what I've just explained, and a 2 in the chat box if you don't.
Guys, let's be responsive. Let's be responsive. Some of us train and want to get feedback. Please, it's either you're typing a 1 or you're typing a 2. Thank you so much, guys.
So simple. Except, of course, you're not here. All right, so let me assume this call is for 2 people, right? All right. Now, I will take it as that. But then, I will be answering.
Excuse me, sorry. I don't know what is wrong with my system. As I'm trying to take one, it's going to the direct message to the facilitator. So my own is 1.
Okay, let me see. Why is it directed to?
It's directing to the lecturer.
It's supposed to be everyone. Okay, I think yes, it's not should change that so you can have everyone bringing it down here. All right, you can just put it to everyone. All right, so let me assume that we all understand because I see more of 1 here. All right, now it's as simple as that. You don't want to go deeper into checking or so because normally you want to make money. You go into this trade to this scanner, you click on it, you go to 5 minutes, and then you check what it has for you. Now, don't get me wrong, you can choose 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and any time you want, but just that here is faster. I mean, you want to take a trade within the few hours and all that, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, and you're done, right? It's okay. You can do the 5 minutes and all that, but then if you're checking this now, it's telling you to buy. You want to know whether to go ahead and buy or not. Mind you, this trade is already going into profit. As a matter of fact, it's already at TP1. But this is just an example of what happens when you want to use a trend wave, okay? So now you are here. You want to now know, okay, should I go ahead or not? Then you go to the next thing, kill shot. You see how simple this is. You go to what? You go to kill shot. Now, for the sake of easy transition, I'm going to open a double. Okay, I think I already have it here. So remember, this is the trend wave, right? With the setups and the entries, the parameters and everything. Now, I'll duplicate this. Of course, it's already duplicated. So I'll go to kill shot here. So I can navigate easy without having to. Now, this is kill shot right now. All right. Now, on kill shot, remember, we're talking about BTC USD. Now, you go to kill shot, you type in the same thing, BTC USD. There are 2 ways to do it anyways. You can choose from here or you can type it out, okay? So for me now, I'm typing it out. All right, so I have BTC USDT. Now, what am I looking for here? The only thing I want to see here is this. If this says I should buy here, I hope you will be writing this down as well. If this says I should buy, when I come to Killshot, I want to see here 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, which means the first 3 above and the first 3 below here. Okay, now this is M1, M5, M15. I want to see them in blue, and I want all the 3 to say up. If they say that, it means yes, the market is actually on its way up. That's why they call it the trend. So this is for the trend. Okay, so I want to see what 3 blue boxes here with this with the inscription up, 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 meaning the market is on its way up. On 1 minute is on its way up, 5 minutes on its way up, even 15 minutes on its way up. You want to see that. Now, if you have more of these ones too added to it, it's a good thing. But if this is the only 3 you have, it's enough. Okay. Now, below here, we have other 3 boxes. You want these ones to also be in blue, and they have to be above, above, above. Now, what does this mean? If you look at the word here, the 3 things, the 3 letters here, POC, it simply means point of control, which is this line you are seeing here. And it's also, as you can see, is indicated here, point of control. Now, the point of control, I don't have to explain all the details about it. Just know that whenever you see this line, it's called point of control. Now, whenever the market is on the side, at the top of, above of the point of control, when the market is above this one, you want to look for buys. When the market is below it, you want to look for sell. Now, if you want to buy, you need these 3 time frames, the M15, M30, and 1 hour to be what? Above the POC. And as you can see, it's actually above the POC. Okay, now this one is about going below, right? But yours is just to come here, check if these 3 are going to be blue and up, as you see the up sign there, okay? And then the ones here, if they are going to be blue, and then you want to see above, 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 like indicated in the boxes, okay? Now, if you have these 6 boxes in blue, and they're giving you up and above, you know, like I always make it a poem sometimes, like it sounds like children's poem. That's how easy you can trade now with Jifu. I mean, all you do is what? When you see one to buy, say, when I want to buy up and above, when I want to sell down below, you know, that's just the way it is. That's the opposite. So we have the up, above, then the other, that's the opposite, will be down below, right? But right now, because the market called a buy, you are looking for what? On the Killshot, you want to see up and above, all blue boxes, these 6. I hope you understand that. I'm sorry, I'll be asking you this every now and then, because when it comes to things that are technical, it's good you take it in stages. So again, I'm going to ask, if you understand this part too, put a 1 again in the chat box. Or maybe let's make it a 2. If you understand this part now, put a 2 in the chat box. I mean, don't let us. If you understand the second part now, let me see a 2 in the chat box. Okay, good, Mr. Kolapo. Okay, at least we have 1 person who understands. We have 2 persons now. We have 2 people who understand this. So let me assume the rest. Okay, we have 3. Okay, so we have to be, you know, I promised you that I could give you a bonus if the time is well spent. So, I mean, you have to help me to be able to do that by responding on time, okay? All right. So let me say this 4 people, they understand this. Now, since you understand, right now, is this supporting the buy or not? If it is, use an A. If it is not, use a B. What you are seeing right now on this board, if it is supporting the buy, okay, good. No, B. So good. See, we all understanding it's easy, right? Now, 2 things you need to do. Good. I like that. Now, good responses. I'm happy. Thank you very much. All right. Now, so now that you've seen this, what do you need to do? Simple. You have to wait. Okay? You have to wait. And then, as you can see, you don't need to wait anymore. You don't even need to wait anymore. Okay? All right, good, good. Okay, so if you can look at this now, you see that now the signal is changing between the buy and the sell. So if I were you, what do? You leave this signal for now. Okay, you leave the signal for now. Because now, if it's going to be a sell, fine. If it's going to be a sell now it has changed to a sell, right? What do you expect to see? So you go back to Killshot. What you want to see is what? Red, 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 down, down, down. And here, below, below, below. So you want to see down and below, down and below. And as you see that, then you can take the trade. But right now, it's indecisive. So at this time, you leave this kind of pair. Okay? So let's check one more pair to see if it will give us something good. Okay? Before we move on. But the most important thing is you understand it, and then so you can know how to use it. You see what I'm showing you right now? What I'm showing you right now. I've taught a lot of people this, the ones that are willing to learn. Okay? And since then, they've been so independent trading. They don't even disturb me or call me. Oh, is there going to be a signal? No, they don't. They know what they want. This is so good that you don't need to force it. When you don't see it, just let it go. There's going to be more pairs and there's going to be more time in the day. Okay? So right now, you see it's coming down. Hopefully, this will show red, red, red. As it's coming down now. Okay? Hopefully, the rest will start showing the red down. And if it does, then you have to sell. Okay? Then you have to what? You have to sell. Now, let's just check one more pair. Let's check another pair to see if we can get something good. This could be a very good trade eventually. If this all turns red now, you just place a sell limit at the entry or you do a sell stop. Either one. But for now, it's still not ready. Okay, so let's look for a pair. Another pair. Let's check ETH, Ethereum USDT. Let's check Ethereum USDT. All right. This is also screaming for a buy. You know, most times it does whatever BTC do. Screaming for a buy. Now, on the Killshot, what does it say? Let's check it here. On the Killshot, ETH USD. Now, this one, we only need this to tell us to buy. We only need one box. If you can get this one, then it's a good buy. Okay? Can get this one, then this will be a good buy to take it. Okay? Now, so we wait. That's what you do. We do what? We wait. Okay? Remember, it is 8 o'clock, 8:51 in the US right now. That will be like about 4 p.m. Might say 4 p.m. Yeah, 7, 3. Now that will be about 4 p.m., 4:51, going to 5. And you know it's 9 to 5. So most companies already closing up. So I mean, but this is crypto though. I mean, yeah. Just that you know the volatility level is down. So if not, we would have gone to other things apart from crypto. But let's just try something else. Let's check US30. I need something fast. Who knows? We can see a live trade tonight. All right, US30 is calling for a sell already. So actually, it's actually selling already. Okay. So it's selling already. It's going to TP2. But let's check the scanner and see what the scanner said about it. US30. Ooh. Okay, for this one, you see it has sold already. So probably when it started, everything was in red. Right now, we just have 3 red and 3 blue. So for now, we've not seen anything okay. Or better still, let me do it this way. Can you suggest your pair, your favorite pairs? Let's look at it. If you have a favorite pair, can you put it in? Let's look at them. Maybe who knows, we can catch a trade tonight. Suggest your favorite pair. EU. Okay. EU. London session would have been good, but then let's check it out. EU. USD.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, let's everybody mute. Some people are disturbing us.
Yes, I can hear that at the background. Please, the co-host, you mute everyone, please. Thank you, sir. Okay. Euro USD, right? Oh, down, 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 down.
Sir, please, you're muted. Can you unmute yourself?
Apologies, are you muted? Ismael, are you muted? Oh, oh my God. I've given you the permission to unmute. Yes, you are unmuted now. Yes.
All right, so there's no
apologies about that. Sorry, I just muted.
It's okay, it's okay. All right, but I want us to know something, eh? Now, if you look at this one, it was a sell, probably sold, and it worked out. Look at it from here. If you had seen it earlier, you would have made money from here down here. Actually, I'm feeling tempted to even teach kill shot as well. But then, so it moved from here way down here and sold and gave lots of money here, as you can see. Now, as soon as you see this green star, then it's about to, of course, that means it's buying, right? And then that goes in line with this one also to buy. But the thing is, the rules are rules. You need just these two. Sorry, you need these ones now to be in blue. Okay? You need these ones to be in blue. As soon as they are in blue, you are good to go. Now, you may be thinking that, okay, if I'm waiting, this is almost getting to TP1 and my entry is here. So what happens to that? The truth is, if this is going to work out, you know, there's a way the blue will come up as soon as these guys, this guy will come back here. I mean, the market, sorry for that word. Yeah? I mean, this one will come back here to the entry. So which means if you're going to take this one, you'll be patient, you'll be watching till it comes back. And when it comes back, you now go and check the kill shot again to make sure it's there. Now, anytime you don't do that, you give the what's it called? The winning rate, you've already reduced the winning rate of this particular trade idea. You understand? You know, sometimes I see some of my mentees when they come in and they check, and then they're not seeing what they want. I mean, they're not seeing any setup. Some will be tempted, they're like, well, I mean, just these two now. Maybe I just take it like that to work. The truth is, sometimes it does, but most times it doesn't. Then when you lose, knowing that you did something wrong, that is a typical loss. That's capital loss, which means that is real loss. But when you lose after doing something right, you know, it's a lesson. You learn, because now you've done everything right. It will make you to want to check what else is hidden that you don't know before. So you learn new things, you know. So that's why make sure it's all like this. Now, somehow I know some of people like, okay, why are we not seeing one good setup? The truth is the time and session matters. So that's why I tell my people that whenever you want to trade, you choose, first of all, check your schedules. Check what you do, what time you have of the day. So if you're the type that you're a morning person in the morning, right? Now you do London session. If you know that you're going to be busy throughout the day, you wake up earlier and do Asian session. At least make sure you are up by maybe 4, 5, 6, up until 7. By then you should be taking out your profit. So I have people who trade Asian session. While we're waking up and trying to check our own setups, you see them sending to the group, oh, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. You understand? So every session, you see the market moving fast. In other words, if it was a real session now, all this, you would have seen enough setups that would have matched this. So for the group now, we trade 9 a.m. Like tomorrow now, we're going to do this again. Same thing like this, real live session. We always find enough trade, like 2, 3, 5 trades, to take, because it's in line with what? With the session, the London session. So, family, the thing is, how to use this strategy is simple. Let me go over it again. First thing is what? You look for your favorite pair. Let me see if there's another pair here we can check. I know there must be XAUSD. Okay, NAS 100. Yeah, I do NAS also. That's my favorite. NAS 100. Let's check that before I move to the next thing, okay? XAUSD. Okay. Oh, this one now is like showing everything by. So let's go check the Trendwave. Okay, Trendwave is actually calling a buy too. Trendwave is also actually calling a buy as well, as you can see, right? So it's calling a buy as well. Now, this one now is already looking at it. You need it to come back to the entry, right? But the truth is, normally some people will take it from here. But why I don't always advise people taking it from here is the farther you are from the stop loss, the more your risk, the lesser your reward. Do you understand? So what you will do here is, if I were to be the one taking this trade, I mean, this trade is good actually. I mean, because it's calling for a buy, and we have Killshot giving us all the signals. So which means, while it was here, if you are taking this trade now, you would have been in serious profit, because it's like going to TP3 already. But if you find a way to retrace back to this place, which can happen, all these places are places of retracement, tap into this, you can as well take it, and have your stop loss at this one, which means this is a trade that is a potential trade. Why? Number one, as you can see here, up, above. This is confirmed. And that is why you see it actually giving you winnings. You understand? Now, imagine, because the parameters were all in line, corrected. That's why you see it going this way. Now, right now, with this signal here, with this one here, hopefully it will come back and retrace here. So what do? You set a buy limit. You set a buy limit. Have your stop loss here, and then this rate could get to this point, which is TP5. So even if there's anyone who wants to take this one, you're free to take it, but just that, don't take it from here now. Now, the question now is, what if it doesn't come back to the entry? Then it's it, then let it go. Except, of course, you have you have a very good account, big account. So you can take a trade here, and then hoping that if you come back here, you can take in other entries, right? But if you just like someone who is strictly management, risk management program, I will advise you just let it be. Like I would let it be. I will just set my buy limit here, put a stop loss here, hoping that it will come back to pick me up, and then go up here. Now asking whether it can come back. Yes, there's a reason. There's a lot of reason for it to come back here. So this is a good trade setup. Now you can have your day like this every now and then. You know why this is important? Like me, I remember, I'm a forex trader actually outside the Jifu. I mean, I'm a forex trader, but since I joined Jifu, I stopped using my experience. Not because I wasn't good with what I was doing, but this makes my job easier. My life is so easier. I don't have to stay on the screen and then analyze. I just open different setup for me, just for me to use the rules to confirm, right? Now, let's look at something. If you are in this trade, another thing again you need to learn. which I want to tell you is the risk management part of it. How to make yourself happy while you are in the trade. Now, the first thing I tell people to do is, as soon as, let's say you are in this trade, you were in this trade when it came up, right? And you confirm with Killshot to see all those stuff. As soon as this trade enters profit and hits TP1, you do something which is very, very crucial. Okay? Like this is it now, right? As you can see, this is the stop loss. And this is the entire profit. Okay? As soon as you see this, get to TP1 here. What do? You move your stop loss to entry. You see? Then for me, when you get to TP2 like this one, I got to TP2, in fact, almost like TP3. I would have taken half of this trade. At least I'll take partials. I'll take half. When I take half, whatever happens after that doesn't matter to me. Now, if it goes further up here, exit 3, I'll move my stop loss to TP1. That is why, if you look at my mentees, some of them, when you open their, when they show you their MT5, you see mostly blue, blue, blue. Now, sometimes you see $3, $5, $10, $9. Those are as a result of what? Some of these break even. Maybe you already move your stop loss to TP1, and then the market reverses and take you out. Okay? When the market takes you out like that, it takes you out with little profit. But it's okay that you losing your capital. So what do you do when this trade hits TP3? You come to TP1. When it hits TP4, you come to TP2. Or if you want it so close, you can keep going as a TP before it. Okay? So that is that on Trendwave and Killshot. Like I said, if you want to take this trade, just give it the time to come down here and then you take it. Okay? That would be all on Trendwave and Killshot. But if you have a question on this one, let me know now. But if you don't, with your permission, Buki, may I add my another strategy, one strategy with that I use with Trendwave every day, every 2:30, and it gives me lots of money.
Absolutely, Ishmael, you have
All right.
the floor. I was going to talk about that, the US 30 strategy, because Emma mentioned it to me, and I was actually going to ask you to please go through that. So yes,
you
have the floor. Please take it away, bro. Please share.
You see, that strategy is a beautiful strategy. It's actually a saving grace for me, because my target every day must be minimum of 100 USD on purpose, right? So sometimes maybe I'm busy, I'll miss sessions and then I'm not there and all that. But that 2:30 always make my day, you know. Like today, it did actually, but I made a mistake today, you know. I was supposed to enter a lot size, my normal lot size. So I entered 0.5 instead of 1 lot size. Okay. So I won the trade as well, but just that my profit didn't hit my target. But I love the fact that you can just stay by your system at 2:30, like you have an appointment with the market, and 8 out of 10 times you are always in profit. Now, that doesn't mean once in a while you don't lose, but like listen to what I said. 8 out of 10 times. That's how good that strategy is. Now, I'm going to talk about it. But before that, do you have any question on this one before I proceed? Any question?
Guys, if you have questions, this is the opportunity to shoot.
Yes, I have a question.
All right, please. Shoot.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for this wonderful training.
You're
So
welcome.
while we're talking about this last trade where the market has already left the entry point, already almost at TP2, right?
Yes,
And
it's there.
that start came out indicating that it's going to go back and visit the entry before taking the upward direction. So while we are waiting for it to come back to that entry point, do we have to be rechecking with the kill shot just to be sure that those parameters are still intact?
Yes. You see, this is like an ignition. You know, when you want to start your car, you must use this because it's kind of telling you, you know, it's like I want you to know something, eh? Sorry, guys. You see, every scanner here, in them, they have embedded 2 things that you hardly see in Forex, even if you are using your trading view. Now, those 2 things, volatility and volume, you know, they are just 2 different things, right? Volatility and volume, they are here. They are part of this scanner. They are part of the things that form the decision making of this scanner. You get? Now, of course, volume is talking about the number of orders at that time. If you're buying, you want to know how many buyers are in the market. Volatility is the session, how fast the transaction will be, you know? So these scanners, have those two things. You get so now a setup, for those of us who are here who are for a forex trader, you know that sometimes your setup, your analysis is just pure and is correct based on price action. But then you see the market dancing for too long, and then it dances so well, and then it goes and dances away, towards your SL. And you'll be like, well, this is a good setup. You know why? You see, number one, the market, the direction, everything is done, but the volume to move is not there. Okay? And also, even if there is volume, the volatility, the speed it needs may not be there. Okay? When the speed is not there, a lot of things will happen, and then things can change sideways. Market can keep, in the quest of looking for more volume, can come back to your stop loss and take you out. Now, you want to prevent all of these things, take them out. So the more obstacles you take out of the way, the better your setup. So that's why it's good to check. I respect these things so much. All of these scanners, I respect them so much, because for long, I've purchased a lot of indicators. I'm a price action person, but there are some indicators there. Those days when I started my forex trading, I purchased a lot of indicators and all that, and then still none of them could meet with all these ones here. You get? I think I've answered your question. I just need to add the reasons to it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have a question, Ismael, and it's
Yeah,
on the kill shots. Can we go back to the kill shots for a minute, please?
Yes.
And the question is, on the kill shot, I observe these stars. For instance, on this particular chart, if you look at the second to the last candle, there's a big red star on it. Do we disregard those stars? Do they not count for anything?
They count a lot.
Let me push in the second one. Then I also observe there's an EMA 238 below here, which I know can be can be a support or a resistance. Do we also disregard that?
All right. Now, if you are using Q short to trade directly, okay, you have to use all the parameters here, inclusive of the above. But if you are using it to confirm trend wave, you understand, then I think this one is enough. You know why? As a forex trader, even if you don't use any indicator, there is a strategy itself called trend line breakout. You understand? That is, I'm sorry using that word. I'm just telling you that whatever you see here is actually meant is a strategy for forex trader. So you now can enjoy that strategy without having to be a forex trader and do all this problem analysis that we do. Right. So now, on its own is a strategy. So if there's a market going up, come pull back and go up higher and all that. Now, so there's a strategy on that. Now, Trendwave is following that strategy, a breakout, and then which is okay, legit. But now, when you come here, you just want to be sure that this trend is actually upward, and it's telling you already in 3 time frames. That's enough for you to know that this, for now, for that time frame of 5 minutes, it's enough, because the about 3 of them confirming that it's an upward trend. Then the next thing is you want to be sure there's enough volume and volatility at that point in time. And that's what POC does. The line of POC you are seeing here is like calculating about 6 over like 6 hours, calculating all the candles that are formed in the past 6 hours, calculating all their volume and volatility level, and showing you a point where all of the majority of those volume is here. So whenever the market is above, it keeps going up. Even if it like coming down here will be very difficult because of the volume and the power of volatility here. The same thing if it's below, sorry, if it's above, it goes up. If it's below, it comes down. That is why we want to be sure that this one is in line, this one is in line. And with the trend line breakout strategy, which Trendwave is using, plus other things that are there, then you are good to go. Before a setup comes up on Trendwave or any of the scanners, know that many confirmations already done already. You understand? All the confirmations are already aligning. That is why the scanner gives the setup. You are just adding this one to make it more solid. So you don't. But if you are using Q short only to trade, these stars matters a lot. Now, I want to tell you something now. One thing about these stars, I want to know how to use them. If the market is on an uptrend, is in an uptrend, sorry, in an uptrend like this, which is on its way up, you will notice that the red star will only be used as pullback, and pullback is always short, just like you can see here, short. But the green star will be longer, which is the main thing because the market is on its way up. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Look at it now. The green guy, the green star here, called a buy, and that buy continued without drawdown, because if you have to buy this now, okay, your stop loss will be below this. Okay, let's say with a little drawdown here, the stop loss will be below this. I'm talking about Q short strategy now. You buy, and then look at the buying. Keep going up, 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 up like this. Okay, until this star comes up. Now, if I'm using Q short trade strategy, usually, apart from the fact that I trade my stop loss, whenever I see the red, I take all my profits. But this red now could signify a short pullback. If you look at it in the past, also it happened. Look at the green guy. It took longer time, right? If you check the pips from here, let's just look at it from 3,206. It took it up to what? 3,265. Look at that. You see so much. Now, but when you look at this one now, the little pullback from here to here, you can't compare this to this from here and this one. And that is the same thing. If the market were to be on the downtrend, you see the red controlling the market more than the green, which means the red will be longer. The red star will take it longer than that. So why am I saying this? This is to tell you that when you see the red star, okay, it's actually it will be an advantage for this trade to probably pull back, if possible, to come to this entry. And then take people that were not in the trade before. Because whenever you see the red star, it must come down first. It may not be too long, but it must come down. That's why I like Q shot. Some people actually trade only with Q shot. I mean, if you trade with Q shot and it gives you even 7 wins out of 10, I mean, you're good to go. Very, very good to go, Seth. Right? So does that answer your question, Buki?
Yes, it does. Very clearly. Thank you, Ismael.
Yeah, so just a pullback. So you maintain this and you maintain that. Any other question? Alrighty, someone is up. Okay, yeah, you can just unmute and ask.
Yeah, sorry, I have a question based on this
Sure.
key. So basically, if I'm trading with just the key shot, I can just be taking advantage of the red star and
I
the
know,
what?
I know you ask. Let me tell you guys, let me tell you a secret. I'm talking from experience, actually. Actually, Q shot is also very sweet. But just that I'm always scared to talk about it with people who are new in Forex. You know, you have to be able to control your discipline level. Q shot is very sweet. Q shot is something that you can actually take trades. When you see the red star, the green star, they mean something. Every now and then, it must give you some pips. Okay? Now, especially when you know, like I just gave you the secret now, I just gave you the OT now, right? So when the market is on the uptrend, when you see all this bar up like this, okay, you have to be patient with Q shot. Q shot will give, when it gives you this green star, just buy with rest of mind. Buy with rest of mind. So this is how I do it. Let me show you how I do it. I'm already going into another one, right? I mean, it's a good thing now, 2-in-1. So let's say you see this. How do you see? How does it come? Anyways, so the green star will only show up after a kind of a thick candle, a good big candle like this. See this green candle? So then this one will appear. As soon as it appears, what happens? It means after the close of this candle, you take this trade. So let's say you took it from here. Let's say you are taking this trade from here now. Okay. Now, as soon as you enter, you know, Q shot, you don't draw your what's it called, tools, or you give value. It's a scalping stuff. You don't need to put SL immediately. You enter first. When you now enter, you now make your stop loss to be below this. Though, according to Jay Bonham, which is the guy who teaches on this one, he always advised that it's good to take trade around 238 or POC. Both of them together is a better chance, right? You understand? But then also you can take trades around the EMAs also. But the one that is strongest is the 238. So why? Because when you take trades, he always likes to take trades around 238. So when you take trades around 238, now like you can see this one now, after this green has called a buy, if the 238 is here, sometimes if you want to have a solid setup, you can just wait for it to come and break this one. When it breaks this one, okay, then you can wait for a retest. Like you see here, it came back to retest it. Now your stop loss is always safe below the 238 because it's very difficult for market to break the 238 and hit your stop loss. Do you get my point? Okay, so you see what happened there? Let's say you took this trade here, it came back to touch you, to tap you into what's it called? Entry. You see that there's no pullback because of the 238. Now it doesn't happen every time. Remember, past profit doesn't guarantee future ones, right? So, but the thing is, once in a while, you may see it like, sorry, it happens most times, but once in a while, it may go against you. But you know, that's all we need in Forex. When you have more wins than losses. So look at this one now, would have given you 4 times whatever you risk. I love this. That's why I like Killshot, especially for fast things, fast instrument like gold, US 30, NAS 100, SPF 500, what else again? BTC, USDT, and so on. You can actually make a lot from this like that. You know, because why? The trend is confirming to you, buy, and then you see this break of this 238 fine. Also, like I was saying before, as soon as this green candle is, this green star is called, for me, most times, as in most of the time, is always assured that when you make money, just be in and be patient. So imagine you take the trade from here after the close of that candle. This is your stop loss. The market pulls back, but you didn't get to your stop loss. Afterwards, what happened? It went up. Even if you want to make your TP around the 238, in case you see that maybe the 238 may send it back down, at least you would have getting 1.67. At least 1.67, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
first rule of Killshot is make sure you know the trend. Check here. What's the trend saying? Is it up or down? If it's down, only take sell. Don't take pullback. Don't take buy. Only take the red star. When you see the red star, sell with confidence. I can guarantee you. No, that's not the. I don't like that word in Forex. I can assure you, sell with confidence. I'm talking based on experience, right? Now, also, if you see the red, down, sorry, yeah, the up, above here, the blue, don't rely on the red. I'm not saying you can't take it to, but you know it's risky. Your mind, I mean, you want to take a trade and you have your mind relaxed, right? But you don't want to take a trade that will be giving you palpitation. As the market goes up, your heart goes up. And the market goes down, you come back and you kind of monitoring your heart rate, beat rate, and all that. No, you don't want to do that. So that's why it's better you are one way. I mean, I only take one direction, and the direction is always in line with the trend of the particular time I'm taking the trade. So what I'm saying is, when you see a red, don't take. Not that you will not make money, but you are waiting for it to give you a green, but to soon give you a green. So long the market is saying blue, up and above. You understand? I'm telling you, this one alone can give you a lot of money in a day. And you come back and tell me, or I know you tell Bookie will tell me the testimonial. If you follow exactly, I've just said it. The board, make sure you see the up and above for any pair you choose. When you see that, if you see the red star, just let it be. Allow it to run for a while. Check it back. When you see the green star, you are in luck. And if the green star happens around the 238, you are in more luck. But if it happens below or before 238, make sure that you take most of your profit at the 238. Then you can leave the other one to run, but make sure you're leaving it to run with your SL very tight. SL in profit. I tell you, you have a profitable day and a profitable week of that. If you have any question on this one, let me know. If not, I move to the last strategy, which is that my beautiful strategy. I love that strategy. I always move forward to it. We've taught 3 things tonight. I'm not sorry, 2 things tonight. Combination of Trendwave and a Killshot, and then Killshot on its own. The last one now is going to be the US 30 at 230. I like that rhyme actually. Oh, you want to ask a question? That was when? Recently? You can't unmute yourself, right? Type in, let me see if you really want to be unmuted. That's a color polyastro.
Let me unmute him.
Ooh. I forgot to tell you something also. Sorry.
I've asked you to unmute, sir. It's a color.
Okay, sir, you can come up.
You can ask your question. Unmute yourself. Okay, you've been unmuted.
Okay, good evening. Thank you for your presentation.
Yes, sir.
You said the point of control line, it
Yes.
takes care of volatility and volume.
Volume, yes.
Now, once the price is above POC line, do we have to look, take into consideration what the volume is saying by the top right-hand corner, like we have now?
God bless you, sir. God will continue to bless you, because actually it was a slip of what would I call it, idea. I mean, not idea, actually, I forgot. It was an oversight, actually. So don't trade whenever you see low volume. That is why you see this trade. This is gold, for God's sake. You know gold now, it would have gone AYR since now. So, but it's saying low volume. When you see a low volume, don't trade. Even if you are using it to confirm. That's what I like about Killshot. Killshot is a very beautiful thing, and we are the only one that have it for now. And I think we will continue to have it. I mean, it's our pride. Because, see, even if Trendwave is telling you go, even if anyone is telling you go, look at them. That's why they are going up and down. Like, it's just so slow. And this kind of trade is the kind of trade that puts people in trouble. I mean, because by the time you stay too long there, the market will just feel like, okay, there's not enough volume and all that. It could just go down. Those are the kind of things that you see. The market will close, leave you here. When it opens, just go down like immediately, and they come to take liquidity before going up. You don't want to be in that. So anytime you see, in fact, I can tell you categorically, any trade you want to take, come and check Killshot. The volume, the trend tells you a lot of things. So, sir, you are right, sir. You check this one. If the low volume, don't trade. You want to see good volume. When you see something good volume, they can take all these parameters. Other parameters will not matter. So the first thing I'm supposed to tell you is the volume. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. That being said, there's something I remember. Okay, yeah, let's just go straight to my 230 US 30 trade idea. I'll show you, after explaining to you, I'll now show you the past. I'm like, we'll go to look at the previous days and see whether it's actually played out or not. Now, how does this work? First of all, the first rule is, let me type it this time around. I always try to avoid typing. Okay, before I type, let me go to US 30 because everything will wipe out.
Someone wanted to ask questions. She's been raising her hand for some time now. She needed to say something.
Okay, yes, please. I mean, she'll be unmuted, of course.
Who is that? I'm trying to figure out who the person is. I can only see one hand up.
Is here one day?
Hey, because I've seen that hand has been up for a while. I've been seeing that hand has been up. I've been there since for a very long time. Oh, I love this strategy. Can't wait. I always like to talk about it. This strategy is so good that I even use it also when I'm doing like events to take live trades. If it falls within that same time.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for your exposition so far. Thank you very much. The issue, I think I understand your explanations, but the issue I'm having is that on my screen that I am on right now, on the Killshot scanner, I can't find it the way I'm seeing it.
I know.
Yeah. I only have the trend. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me, please? Okay. So on my own scanner, the Killshot scanner, I have the trend, I have the pairs, I have the POC and the price, which you have used to explain the confirmation of the setup. On that screen, I do not have the charts the way you have it here. You said, this trade can be executed or initiated from this screen.
Yes.
But in my own case, I I don't have it. I don't have it at all. I just have this above, down, up. That's all I have. I can't see any charts on that screen. It's just blank. Then I can see the low volume. I can see the low volume.
Okay, so there's a way.
Same thing.
Okay, go on, ma, go on.
Same thing with. Okay, same thing with the Spinal Pro. I don't have a chart. I will only have whether it's bullish or bearish. I will have the trending or consolidation or pulling, and then the strength of the market. That's all I have. I don't have any charts. I only see charts on the Trendwave scanner.
All right, ma. I understand you. All right, so I want you to look at my screen. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Yes, I can.
All right, so let me start with the. Oh, who's drawing? Who's drawing? You are drawing, ma.
I'm trying to expand it.
Okay, so I think you tapped on your annotation tool. So that's why you're doing that is now right, you know.
I tap on what?
Annotation tool. This
Annotation. I'm going to try and disable annotation now. We are writing on the
Annotation tool. Where do I find it, please?
I think we can disable it.
I'll disable it, yes.
All right. So ma, just look at my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, now I want to go to Killshot, see what I'll do. Assuming it's on your phone, this is exactly what you do too. So normally, if I go to Killshot, that's how it's been built. For now, maybe they'll work on it later. When I go to Killshot, as soon as it's loading, as soon as I see the price here, I will stretch it a bit before it's fully loaded. You will have it like this. Now, let me do it again.
Can you see the price now?
Let me do it again. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can.
Now, before I do it again, you see on this right, this area now, these are prices of the instrument you are trading. Can you see them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can see the prices.
Good. Now, I'm going to click on Killshot. When I click on it, look at what I'll do. Let me tell you what I'll do so you know when I'm doing them. As soon as I click on it, it will be loading. Now, this price is always the first to load. Okay? As soon as this one is loaded, I won't wait for the rest. As soon as you see this one loaded, tap with your finger on your phone on the price area and stretch. Tap, hold, and stretch a bit. Whether you stretch down or up, doesn't matter. Just stretch. Okay? Then it will give you what you're looking for. So look at it. I tap on Killshot. My hand are here already. The price shows up. I stretch. And it gives me like what I want. Now, but if I don't do that, see what will happen. Exactly what is happening on your phone is what will happen. Okay? So let me go this way. I tap on it again. Killshot. And I leave it. And what happens? Disaster. Do you understand? So now, even that has a solution, but it's stressful. So you have to keep stretching, bring it up, keep stretching, dragging. Look at it. So annoying. And then it takes time. So annoying. And it takes time. Keep doing that. And it takes time. Gradually, it's coming up. Takes time. Look at the time I'm spending on it now to make it look like this. So even on your phone right now, if you want to see it, you can still do it like this, but it takes time. So instead of that, I now came up with that. As in, I didn't actually, it was by accident I discovered that. I'm like, okay, I think this is what I will do. So whenever I go out of Killshot and Sniper Pro, if I want to go in again, the first thing I do is I click on it. My hands are already here at the price. As soon as it comes, I stretch. It stays put. The same thing with Sniper Pro. I tap on it. My hands are already at the price area. I stretch. It stays put. But if I go there without doing that, the same problem, disaster. You see it now. So this is why I hope you understand what I'm doing now.
Yes, I understand. And I'm trying to do
the same.
Adjust the price, but the chart is not coming up.
Okay.
We will practicalize that in my office tomorrow. Are you coming for the physical training tomorrow? We will physically show you how to do it on your laptop tomorrow. This is just a matter of setup. if you don't know, in fact, this solution that, because I struggled with it as well until I found this solution. You just need to learn how to do it. It's just about expanding your charts, that's all. So we will show you physically tomorrow.
All right. Thank you for that. All right, so let's go back to.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so we'll go back to Trendwave, right? So these are strategy now doesn't need all these things. You can just close them so you can have enough breathing space. All right. Now it's on US 30, right? No, it has changed. I think I did it here. No. So you put it on US 30. Let me just do it here. It's actually right here. So it has to be US 30. That's rule 1. Only US 30, not other pair, US 30. Okay. And then that has to be at 2:30. Should I write or just say it? I mean, I think it's not much, right?
Yes, you can say it. We'll take the notes.
All right. First rule is it has to be US 30. Second rule is it has to be at 2:30. Third rule is leave it at 5 minutes. So the first rule now, US 30. Second, at 2:30. Now, depending on the country you are calling in from, anyways, Nigerian time is 2:30. That's like 8:30 in the United States. And that's the opening of their market. That's why I chose 2:30, because that time is like a big volatility in the market. The banks, that's when they open, operation starts. So that time, whatever direction it is, you know that you're safe, at least. Now, so like I said, US 30 at 2:30 on 5 minutes time frame. That's the third rule. The fourth rule now is at that 2:30, I want you to note this. Look at this line. This is the 238 as well for Trendwave. Can we see this line? Now we have a lot of lines, but I want you to look at the one that is actually that changes color depending on where the market is. For example, if you look at this, the line was green here. Why? Because the market was above. As soon as the market crosses, as soon as the market crossed it downwards, it became red. Until the market crossed upward, it became green. Sorry, here. This is it, green. Can we see it? You have to recognize it so you don't miss it, like mix them up with this one. Okay? See now, it was green all the way until the market came down here. This thing is paining me. I'll tell you why it's paining me. Can you see it, guys? Do we understand that? I want how to separate that line from all these other lines is number one, it's actually the biggest among them, it's the farthest among them, and also it's the only one that changes color depending on where the market is. The market is above, it turns green. The market is below it, it turns red. Is that okay? Do we all understand that? Do we all understand? Do we understand?
I do. I'm just writing my notes. Is the most significant is the one that changes color. Yeah.
Yes. And it's actually the biggest. I mean, when I say biggest, like kind of, it's always like distance. These ones are closer to themselves. It's always distance.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are many things to look out for to make you know this, because this thing has happened to me before. That day, I'll tell you the story. I make profit every now, like sometimes on this one there, I make 300, sometimes 400, sometimes $200. The least I make is 180, 170. You understand on this one? Well, depending on your account size though. But then with $500, I can make 160, 70, 200 on it, depending on the move. Now, but that day, there's this particular day, I'm so good at it that I don't make mistakes. When I say so good at it, sometimes I don't take the trade because it doesn't give me, like, it doesn't align. I leave it for that day. I wait for the next day because it happens once in a day, and it's at 2:30. Now that day, I've already met my target. I was on my way out. Then one of my new sign up now called me that, hey coach, it's almost 2:30. Can you just kind of fix me up? Let me see how you do that 2:30 strategy. I want to see it live. Of course, a happy coach now, a happy mentee. So I came back to sit down. I said, okay, let's go. Now, as at this time, it was already 2:28 or 2:29, meaning 2 minutes. So the time it would take me to power up the system, this and that, I was rushing to meet up 2:30. Because I was rushing and I was excited to show my skill, I mean, not my skill though, the scanner to this guy. I now quickly open my system. I mistook this one for another line. And the difference was clear, but just because I was excited, I wasn't looking. Number one. Number two, I took it breaking the last rule, which I'm going to tell you. You understand? And guess what? I lost $300 on that trade. And in order to punish myself, I exposed myself to my team. I sent it to my group. I said, guys, I lost $300 today. You know why? I broke my own rules out of excitement. And why I did that is so they will know that breaking rules can take a lot from you, right? All right. So please, I want you to make sure you understand. In fact, be on your system by 225 so you can recognize and make sure you know the distinction between this and the other ones. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I want to believe everybody now know the difference, right? Can spot it out any day, anytime. If you look at it, just trace it out. It's the only line that changes color. Look at it. Red, green. Okay, the rest don't change like that. The only line is bigger, kind of is bigger. Okay, now let's go back to today's trade to check. Okay, like the first rule, right? US 30, second rule, 230, third rule, 5 minutes time frame. Fourth rule is the market must be closer to this line at 230. Must not be far away. If it's around there, don't take it. If it's around there, don't take it. If it's far like this, don't take it. But if it's still here, here, you can take them. But anything from here and above is too far. And I'll tell you why. Because the idea of this trade is actually at that 230, this kind of, like I told you, whatever you're seeing here is not the only thing you are seeing. Embedded in them are many things, volatility, volume, and stuff. And this is 238. Now, it has the magnet that brings the market to it before going further. That's why you notice that if the market have to go up, it has to come back to touch this thing and then go up, or even cross it over and go down. Either way. Now, if it's far away from it, you don't want to take it. You want to be sure it's close to the line. If it's far away, leave the trade for that day. Okay? But if it's close to it, you are in good time. I mean, you're going to have a great time, right? Now, that's the fourth rule, right? Let me go again. US 30 at 230 on 5 minutes time frame, and then must be closer to this line at 230. Now, the fifth rule is on that at that 230. Now, once it's 230, do you take the trade? No. The fifth rule is you must wait for the 1 minute for that 230 candle to close and take it at 231, which means the next 1 minute candle, which means you may have to go to, not you may, you should go to 1 minute. As soon as it's 230 now, okay? While it's tomorrow you see 230, okay? You just go straight to 1 minute. Now let's look at this. I'll show you. So if I want you to write down the rules first of all. Number one, US 30, 230, 5 minute time frame, closer to the line, and then you don't take it at 230. Make sure it's at 231. Now, so let's
Hello,
say
sir. Hello,
yes,
sir.
yes, ma'am.
Sorry for cutting you. Please, can you put your cursor on that line specifically without moving it, just to be stable on the line you are talking about?
Okay. This line.
That line that is swinging up,
This one, yes.
that green line.
Yeah, it's green here now, but when you
No,
come
it's not the green one. No, see where his cursor is right now. He said it is the line that is usually farthest away from the other lines. And it is the only line that changes colors. And if you can look at it, when the price is above it, it is green. When the price is below it, it is pink or, yes, pink.
see this line here. I'm circling it out now. This line.
Is it a straight line? Your cursor is moving. I need it to be stable.
He has just drawn on it. He has drawn on the line now.
If it's stable, you even know, okay, let's say my cursor is, okay, let's see. Look at my cursor now. Can you see?
Okay. Yes.
Can you see the line?
Okay. Yes.
Are you sure?
I can see the green line marked.
Now, and why I don't want you to say green line is because it changes between red and green, depending on where the market is.
Okay.
So if you look at this side now, what would you say? Because now it's red and it's the same line. Do you understand?
Yes.
So the moment the market, so whenever you see the market below the line, you see it red. Now you can just trace it like, okay, it was red here, and then you trace it like this, it's green here, and all that. Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
Whenever I see the line below, I mean, the market below the line, what happens?
So it's a red. It will turn red.
Okay. All right.
But if
Thank
market is
you.
up, it will go green. Now, we know the rules now, all the rules. Now, let's now assume, okay, let's go back to 230 today, the one I took today. Now, today is, first of all, always remember, here, forget, so you don't forget. Always remember to change this one to Lagos. If you're in Lagos, of course, Lagos represent Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, you put it to Lagos, okay? This is Lagos. If not, there will be problem of 1 hour difference because this is a GMT.
Okay.
Yes, remember always you can remove this one so it will allow you to see well. Yes, always do this, please. It's very important. So let it be in Lagos. Sometimes I forget myself, but later I always remember. Now, and then 5 minutes. I don't know why this thing likes the default time is 1 hour. So make sure it's on 5 minutes, please. Okay. Now let's look at the time. Let's look at both. Sorry, 1 minute, please. Okay. Sorry, 1 minute, please.
That's fine.
Forgive me. I'm back. All right. So today is 5th of May, right? So 2:30 is 14:30 by running it using the normal GMT time. That's the 24-hour time, right? So let's look at this. This is 2:30. So I'll put the line here so you can recognize it. And I'll make sure it's bigger so you can see enough space. So this candle is actually 2:30. Okay. So before this time, you'll have been in the chart looking at it. The moment it's here, I mean, start looking at it. So this is 2:30 on the dot. So this candle. Now, the last rule. If the market meets, if the time, which is 2:30, meets the market, which is these candles are called the market. This is what is happening in the market now. If the time meets the market above this line, the line we're speaking of, if the market meets, if the time meets the market above this line, you're going to be looking for buy. You're going to be looking to buy. If the market, if the market meets it below, you're going to be looking for sell at 2:30. So, but you won't know that until the candle of that 2:30 closes. Now, that is where the 1 minute comes in. Because you want that candle to close, and the next minute you jump in. Now, you can't do that on 5 minutes. So you have to go to the lower time frame. Now, if I go to that lower time frame, this will disappear, go off. So I'll use the other the other tab. Or let me just use it, don't worry. It's okay. So I want to go to the lower time frame, which is 1 minute. Sorry, I'm just giving instructions to someone who is signing up. Okay, all right, she's done that. All right, so let's look at it. This is 1 minute time frame now, right? So we'll go to 2:30 again. Oh, good. It's still, oh, okay, good. So it's already there. Meaning they change it. So can we see it now? So this is 2:30, right? So see what happens. The last rule says what? If whenever the 2:30 meets the market, if it's above this line, you're looking for buy. If it's below it, you look for sell. Now look at this is 2:30 candle. In 1 minute now. So remember this one will close. This one closed above it. It closed here. Do you understand? And which is above. So what do you do after that? As soon as it closes like this, you don't wait. You know that after this one closes, you just take a buy. Close your eyes, take a buy. Don't think twice. Don't be scared. Just take a buy. Take the buy. Do you get it now?
Mm.
Now, I want to show you something. As soon as you take a buy, let's look at it. As soon as you take that buy, what do you do? Of course, you know when you enter buy now, on your MT5, it will tell you the entry that you entered from. So see, so me, I took a buy this at this area. So I took the buy here because, you know, this one closed here. So as it closes, that was when I took the buy. So the market came down and went up. Okay. Went up. Oh, sorry, I took the buy here because the market closed here on top of this line. So I took the buy here. So it went up from here, it came down a little bit, then now went up. Now, whenever you take the buy, you wait for, because this thing I'm telling you happens in seconds, or let's say in minutes. So, you know, you're already in. You start seeing your profit, start seeing it going up, going up, going up. Now, what I did today, I was angry because I didn't know that. So it got to this place was already like as you can see, 70 something pips. Now look at the mistake I made. Now on XNES, I use XNES. XNES broker, their what's it called? Their contract size for US30 is low. So 0.1 on another broker is like a one lot size for US30 on XNES. Hope you understand that.
Yes.
Now, so if I want to take 0.1, I will use 1, which means 1 point equals $1. Do you understand? Do you understand that? So
Yes.
look at this now. If you look at this from here, the entry to this place, this is 78.9 points. Can you see it? Can you see the number?
Yes.
Now, that means if I'm using one lot size in XNES for US30, that will give me $1 for each movement. Now, according to my account size, I'm to use 0.3. So which means I'm supposed to use 3 lot size. Now, guess what I could have made here if I had used 3. So what I did, I entered 2, 0. I didn't know it was on 0.2. You know, so I mean, I don't know why I just got carried away. I was thinking, I forgot that the contract size is 2, but I know this, but I just forgot. So I used 0.2, you see? And then I entered 0.1 again. So making 0.3 instead of me entering 1 and 2. Now look at it. Imagine my 2 lot size, which means could have been $2 because now I'm supposed to use 0.3, which is equals to 3 lot size on XNES. So imagine 2 times 78.9. That could have been my profit here on that 2. So I was now looking at my profit. 2 times 78.9. So at that point, I was supposed to have 157 on that one, and then have 78.9 on the other one. Do you get my point now? Which means a total of about, I was expecting to see that's $236, but I was seeing 23.6. I was now angry, thinking, is it that this thing is not moving well or so? Not knowing that I ordered the wrong lot size. While I was thinking about it, it now started coming down here. And me, normally I get out at this. Imagine this one a day now on a single trade. I don't want to trade again for the day. I'm a network marketer and a forex trader. My aim is to make this money so I can use it for the day and then show it to people that want to join that this is my result. And that's it. You understand? So I'm supposed to stop here, but I didn't stop now. And I started seeing it coming down, and I had to close it at $18, which means it could have been $188. I just got angry and left the system. And guess what? It hit all the TPs for Trendwave. One good thing again I like about this is at that point of that 230, Trendwave would have given a buy also. Trendwave gave a buy as well, and it hit all the TP. Look at the move now. See how long it went after I left. Imagine I stayed in this trade using the right lot size. I could have made like $5,000 in it. Now, you may want to think this thing maybe it happens once in a while. I could go backward and show you. Even you can do it yourself. Just be checking 230 of every day. Now, remember, it doesn't happen every day. Now, I'd like to show you one more because, you know, the last Friday is a good example of the trade you don't take because it was far away from. Friday was what date? That was 2nd, I guess. So let me go to 5 minutes. I won't go to 1 minute again. We understand the 1 minute issue now, right? So it can be faster.
Yeah, Friday was 2nd.
2nd, right? Now look at
Okay.
Friday. Friday 14:30. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. That's 14:30, 14:30, 14:30. All right. Now look at this one now. Imagine you didn't follow the rule, which is what? That the market must be close to that line to decide what you want to take. Look at it. This was 2:30 on Friday. See where it met. See the candle 2:30 candle now. See where it met it. Far away from the 2:38 line. Now imagine you are taking a buy now. What would have happened? Draw down. Now the truth is this dollar is a lot of money. You want to wait to see whether it will go up later. You'll be in panic. You would have closed. Now another thing I do before is I risk it. I take reverse. So if it's far away, I take sell instead of buy. Even though I know that it's supposed to buy. I was doing it and it was working. So there was a day I was in a seminar and we were to do live session and it was like this. And I told them that, oh guys, sorry, I can't make money for you on this session because the rule says it must be closer. But for me, I want to take it using 1% of my risk because I take the reverse and it works most times. That day did not work. I lost maybe 20 something, $41 and I closed. But a lot of people signed up because I already told them what will happen. Do you get the point? Do you see why it's not good for you to enter when it's not close to it? Now, there are situations where the market will meet it below that line. Just sell. Also, it will happen like this. So if you have questions, please you can ask me.
The question I have on this, Ismael, very quickly is that I've taken all the conditions and it's very clear. But at what point do you exit the market? What will be your take profit on this strategy?
So for this kind of strategy, you don't want to stay too long because you just want to make money. So you should have in your mind, at the back of your mind, that how much do I want to make? What's your target for the day? Because the good thing about this strategy is imagine you can do everything you want to do for the day without looking at the screen, knowing that it's not 2:30, you just come and check. So in case you miss everything. So for me now, my target is always 100 plus. Now I stop the moment I see more than that because I know it could give me more. Because you see, I've trained myself to the point that you see, forex market, you become the king or queen of forex market of the market if you can look away. Even when you know that you can make $1 million, you take $100 and you go. I'm not saying you should not take 1 million if you have the chance, but just that make sure it's secured. So two things you do. Either you take your profit and leave, or you trail your profit, which means whenever you see that, okay, like imagine you are here now, you take partial, like you take 80%. That's what I do. Second thing I do, I will take 80% and I'll move my stop loss to entry and I'll let the rest ride. So if you take me out, no problem. I'm gonna start taking my target out. My own is my target. You know, because this is not a trade that it's not a usual trade, right? That you, what is it called? That you set TP and you stay long. Remember, it's just you are capitalizing your move based off this beautiful thing called 238 and those things that are inside it, which is volatility and volume, and it's correlating with the time US opens around 2:30. So just take what you can take. It gives you this money within minutes. Highest, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. I have a downline we stay for it stays longer in this trade. And it makes a lot of money on his prop firm account. He has passed so many prop accounts with this one. You understand? But for me, I don't do that anyways. I just either I take most of the profit that I need that matters to me, and I'll leave the remaining one that don't matter to run on its own. Whatever happens doesn't matter to me. Does that make sense at all?
Yes, it does. It does. Someone
Alright.
has a question. Mr. Kolapole, I've unmuted you. Please.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Please, in your US30 strategy,
Yes, sir.
what scanner do you use?
I use Trendwave, sir. This Trendwave. Only Trendwave.
Trendwave. Okay.
Yes, sir. Only Trendwave. Trendwave is the reason I use Trendwave is the trend issue. And this thing that is here is the only thing that helps me to make that money.
Okay.
Fantastic. Do we have more questions for Ismael, the mentor, now that we have the privilege of having him on the call? Any more questions? I am super excited. I heard them actually speaking about this US30 strategy, and I was going to ask him to go through that. because that is almost a sure bet. For someone on the call, you're a super duper busy person, professional, you don't have a lot of time. You can just wait for 2:30 and just hit the market. You know, accuracy over 80%. Fantastic. I'm going to, if you have questions, just put up your hands or just put it in the chat box and I'll unmute you. I'm going to unmute Biola now. His hands are up. All right. Biola, I've unmuted you. Please ask your questions. Ask to unmute. Okay, you've been unmuted now, Biola. You're muted again. Okay, I've
Good evening, sir.
unmuted you, Biola.
Good evening. You're welcome, sir.
For the US 30 strategy, where do you put your
Yes.
stop loss below the last candle? Is it just below the last candle?
Yeah. So now, you know, this strategy starts off from here, right? So you just put your stop loss below this 238. Do you get my point?
Okay.
What is
Yes.
it? So, but the good thing is most times it's so fast that it doesn't even like it goes so into profits almost immediately, most times. So with that, you can just pick your entry and use that as your stop loss. But this is how you do it. Your stop loss must be like this. You know, it's scalping.
Okay.
At 75. Can use 75 points. Yeah, 75. Yeah. Then as soon as you're in profit, you want to move it, you want to change it to your entry.
Okay. Back to the normal strategy. Are there pairs that the Trendwave and Killshot works best on, or you just use them on all pairs?
Use them on all pairs, but the best pairs are the fast pair.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. That will be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. My own now is request, not a question.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday, I heard you saying that you have never lost any money to Ponzi because
Yes, sir.
you said maybe you said it's because of your religious background, which is Islamic religion. Now,
Okay, sir.
I have some friends who
Yes.
are good networker.
Yes.
They can, you know, this Jifu
Yes, sir.
is good to network if you know the power of networking. These people,
Yes,
they
sir.
are networker, but we always discuss. They are saying that they don't really understand their religious background does not allow them to trade forex. So can I seek your permission, maybe to connect you with them and talk to them, because
Okay.
you both have the same religious background, and they are saying
Yes,
their
sir.
religion does not allow them to trade forex.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So the thing is this, sir. So, you know, when it comes to religion, the problem is some people, you know, like in Islam, I'm sorry, everyone. I mean, this is something that it's okay, also good. I mean, when you see people who like Muslims who say this. Now, the thing is, there is a guideline for passing such laws. When you know, when it comes to business, we have economic laws and all that. What you can do, what you cannot do. Now, the reason why those people who said that, the reason why they said that was because they thought forex is like a broker borrowing you money and collecting interest. Now, I don't know, maybe there are brokers like that, but what I know about brokerage firm or brokers is you have your money, you put it on the platform. Your money cannot trade in the forex market. They make your money with leverage to become bigger, such that you can able to trade. But when you make your profit, it will still be based on the amount you put in. Do you get my point, sir?
Yes.
Now, in Islam now, such business is also allowed. Like, for example, now, there's what called Islamic banking, which means they can't give loan. They don't, I mean, you don't call loan with interest is not good. And then you can't give interest, you can't collect interest. Now, so instead of that, what they do is if you have a business proposal, they look at the business, look at something good. Now, they will give you that loan based on the fact that they know this business is good. If there's going to be profit, you share. If there's going to be losses, you share. And this look is same. The broker takes money. You understand? Now, what sometimes say that even when you lose, the broker still makes money, which is not fair to the other guy. You get the point. Now, in that sense, now it is not what we call riba, like an interest rate or so. So The problem they have is some people, they don't have the knowledge of Forex. They don't have the knowledge of Forex and knowledge of Islam before they can pass law. But they don't have the knowledge of Forex or anything they don't have knowledge of. Instead of them to find out about it before saying that. So we have a lot of Muslims who believe it's not. We have some Muslims who believe it is. And some will tell you it is only, okay, please come. So it is only, what is it called? It's only the ones, I forgot what I want to say. So it is only the ones who know the Forex now, they will now come out to tell you that the only time it will be not good is when they have this condition. So when you have some Muslims, I tell them, most people ask me this question and I tell them, some of them, they will now believe, okay, yeah, he's right. Okay, let me check it based on this one. They will do it. Why some will still say, but it's okay, because how we do our thing is everybody just do their thing the way they want or the way they understand it. So if you have them, no problem. I can speak with them. I will explain to them. But how I do it, I like them ask them. I'll ask them, what is it that you think is wrong about this? Tell me. And thank God I'm a Muslim. So whatever you want to say, I know.
Thank you. Thank you. And also, Saudi Arabia's currency is in the forex market.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And then also there are brokers that are even, if you don't want leverage, just make sure you have plenty money. I mean, they don't have to say they don't do it. They'll just remove leverage from their matter. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's take the questions on the training, and then after all the questions on the training, we can then open the floor for special requests, if I may ask. Pastor Adeyemi Chris has a question. I've unmuted you. Please.
Okay, actually, Mr. Mentor Ishmael.
Yes, sir.
We can't hear you.